Good morning, friends. Today I want to explain some problems in polynomials. As per CCE model, we know that we will not get all the problems as it is from the textbook. There will be some non-routine problems we have to check. In this video, I am going to explain those problems which are not in textbook but in the same model. So let us start. So the first thing is yesterday previous videos we have done that finding the value of the polynomial and zeros of the polynomial. Now we will apply for that. Now find the zeros of each of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relationship between the zeros and their coefficients. This is the one more important concept what we have to learn. Zeros and coefficients. Coefficients and zeros have a relationship in quadratic polynomial that we will discuss today with an example. Suppose if f of x equals to x square minus 2x minus 8, it is a quadratic polynomial because highest power is 2. For this, first we will go with finding the zeros. Given the f of x equal to x square minus 2x minus 8. Now to find the zeros, we'll take f of x is equals to 0 as we did earlier. Now x square minus 2x minus 8 becomes 0. We will factorize that. We will get x square minus 4x plus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. And if you common x, you will get x into x minus 4 plus 2 into x minus 4 equals 0. Now taking common x minus 4, you will get x minus 4 into x plus 2 equal to 0. As product is 0, we'll have either one of them should be 0. So x minus 4 equal to 0, you will get x equal to 4, and x plus 2 equal to 0, you will get x equal to minus 2. Now, hence the zeros of the quadratic equations are 4 and minus 2. That means if you substitute the value 4, you will get 0. If you substitute minus 2, you will get the value of that function 0. Now, for verification, now I am saying that verify the relationship between the zeros and their coefficients. For this, we will take first sum of the zeros. We have the formula that sum of the zeros equals to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. Remember, I stress this formula to have this type only. Why? Because generally we will go with minus a by b a by b. Without that, I prefer this only. I minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. So if you go with sum of the zeros, already what we get 4 plus minus 2. So that is on left hand side we will take, and minus coefficient of x. Already one minus is there. One minus is there, and coefficient of x is here minus 2. So I will take the minus 2 here. By coefficient of x square, nothing is there. That means we'll have only 1. So I will take 1 here. So coefficient of x and coefficient of x square. I have mentioned this. Now left hand side I will add those two zeros. What I will get? 2 I will get, and right side what I will get? 2. So verified. Sum of the zeros, how related with their coefficients? Minus of coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. And product of the roots, we have the formula that constant by coefficient of x square. Now left hand side we will take product 4 into minus 2, and right hand side we will take the constant. What is constant here? Minus 8. The term without variable is constant. That is, I will write minus 8 by coefficient of x square as usual before 1 we will get. So minus 8 by 1 on right hand side, and left hand side 4 into minus 2. Then what I will get on left hand side? Minus 8. Right hand side minus 8. So therefore the relationship between zeros and their coefficients is verified. So many students are doing that sum of the zeros means directly they are writing the formula and finally answer. They are not doing the left hand side part. We have to do the left hand side part as well as right hand side part, and I have to show both are equal, and then only the relationship is verified. So I will go with one more non-routine problem which we don't have in the, that is f of v is equal to v square plus 4 root 3 v minus 15. Here while doing the factorization itself we will have a doubt. F of v equal to 0 will take v square plus 4 root 3 minus 15 equal to 0. But we have that doubt that, sir, we don't have this 4 root 3. For 4 root 3, how can we get the 15? Just a logic question here is, 15 in this we will have only 3. So we can go with only 3 into 5. Is it? 3 into 5 is the 15. So for this 3 we will use root 3 into root 3. So if you write root 3 into 5, so now we can split into 5 root 3 and root 3. So 5 root 3 minus root 3, you will get 4 root 3. That logic we have to apply here. And then now as usual factorization and taking common the things, will get v plus 5 root 3 minus root 3 v plus 5 root 3. So by taking v plus 5 root 3 as common, we'll get v minus root 3 into v plus 5 root 3 is equal to 0. This gives us two zeros. What is that? V equal to root 3 or v equal to minus 5 root 3. Now the sum of the zeros, we have to go with verification as minus coefficient of v by coefficient of v square. Sum of the zeros, we have to add root 3 and minus 5 root 3 on left hand side, and coefficient of v is here plus 4 root 3, that I have to write here, and the symbol minus I have to keep as it is, which is in the formula. By coefficient of v square, nothing, I have 2v square, so I have to keep 1 for that. So then left hand side part I will get that minus 4 root 3 and right hand side is 4 root 3. This is sum of the zeros. Similarly, I have to go with product of the roots. What is the formula? Constant by coefficient of v square. So root 3 into minus 4 root 3, 5 root 3 equals constant term is here minus 15. So minus 15 by coefficient of v square is 1. So left hand side part I will get minus 5 into root 3 that we have done in factorization. And right hand side minus 15 equal to minus 15. Hence the relationship between the zeros and their coefficients is verified. This is the process we have to do for the quadratic polynomial, the zeros and relationship between their coefficients. And then we will move on to next. For example, relationship, some questions have been given below. T square minus 15, x square plus 2 root x minus 6, root 3x square plus 10x plus 7 root 3, which are non-routine, and try best for that. We have to go with the third degree polynomial, the zeros and relationship between the coefficients. So I will give an example. 2x cube plus x square minus 5x plus 2. Zeros are 1 by 2, 1 minus 2. We have to verify are they zeros of those or not, that polynomial, and we have to find a relationship between the coefficients and the zeros. We'll see that. First solution will go with f of x is equals to the given expression, and then where a equal to 2, b equal to 1, c is equals to minus 5 and d equals to 2. I have taken the four roots here, coefficients as first one a is 2, b is 1, a is x cube coefficient, b is x square coefficient, and c is x coefficient, and d is constant. Now I have to substitute first x is equal to 1 by 2. If I substitute in x f of 1 by 2, value of the polynomial, 2 into 1 by 2 whole cube plus 1 by 2 whole square minus 5 into 1 by 2 plus 2, which results that 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 minus 5 by 2 plus 2, which indicates the total value is 0. So hence we can say that f of 1 by 2 is equals to 0, x is equals to 1 by 2 is a root of the given polynomial. Similarly, I will go with x is equal to 1. I will substitute in the place of x1. That results that in the expression 2 plus 1 minus 5 plus 2 results 0. So f of 1 is equals to 0, hence x is equal to 1 is also a root of given polynomial. And finally I have to check for minus 2. F of minus 2 will be 2 into minus 2 whole cube plus minus 2 whole square minus 5 of minus 2 plus 2. Here I have to carefully expand with the negative symbols. I will get the result is 0 again. Hence we can say that f of minus 2 equal to 0. Hence x minus x is equal to minus 2 is also root of the given polynomial. This is the verification whether these are the zeros of that polynomial or not. Now we have verified all the three are zeros of the polynomial. Now I have to find the relation now. Sum of the zeros, we have a formula for third degree expression is minus b by a. Already we have given that letters there, a equal to 2, b equal to 1, c equal to minus 5, and d equal to 2. There we will apply on right hand side, and left hand side we will take the sum as previously. 1 by 2 plus 1 minus 2 left hand side, and right hand side b is 1, a is 2. So left hand side simplification I will get minus 1 by 2. The right hand side is the same. So sum of the products of the zeros taken 2 at a time. Here we have one more. for third degree expression. Sum of products of the zeros taken 2 at a time is equal to C by A. For that, I have to take two roots and product, and you have to add all those. That means I have to take first 1 by 2 and 1. We have to do their product. 1 and minus 2, their product. 1 by 2 and minus 2, their product. These products should be taken as sum. That is taken as left hand side, and right hand side C is minus 5, A is 2. Now the left hand side I will get simplification, I will get 1 by 2 minus 2 plus minus 1. Right hand side minus 5 by 2, which simplifies minus 5 by 2 equal to minus 5 by 2. Hence that also verified. And finally the product of the zeros, we have the formula minus d by a. Left hand side I have to take all the three zeros and their multiplication, and right hand side I have to go with d equal to 2 and a equal to 2. I go with minus 1 and minus 1. Hence we can say that the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients is verified. This is an important problem which gives you your final examinations. So practice well. And finally, we'll go with one more topic, quadratic polynomials. As find a quadratic polynomial whose sum and product respectively of the zeros are as given. Sum and product will be given for the quadratic polynomial. So minus 8 by 3 is the sum of the zeros, 4 by 3 is the product of the zeros. I have to find a quadratic polynomial. For this, I have to go with a quadratic polynomial formed for the given sum and product of the zeros is given by, its general form is f of x equal to x square plus minus of sum of zeros into x plus product of the roots. Now simply we'll say that the sum of the zeros here given is minus 8 by 3, product of the zeros is 4 by 3. So I can say that the required polynomial f of x is x square minus of sum is here, you have to remember here. This minus is in the formula and this minus is in the given problem. So minus 8 by 3 into x plus product of the roots is 4 by 3. So finally simplification I will get that x square plus 8 by 3x plus 4 by 3. So many students are doing that equal to 0. No, it's a polynomial. It never be equals to 0. It should not be make. They asked the polynomial. They didn't ask about the equation. If they asked the equation, you can put equal to 0. But they didn't ask the equation. Hence, this is the polynomial. So you can try some more problems like this non-routine, which are in the textbook. Sum of the zeros 21 by 8, product of the zeros 5 by 16. Sum of the zeros minus 2 root 3, product of the zeros is minus 9. And then another type of problems in quadratic polynomial. Find a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are given. See the difference between about two problems. Here zeros are given. Here sum and product of the zeros are given. So formula is same. We have to go with the same. So zeros are given. One zero is 1 by 4. Another 0 is minus 1. Then we'll go with the solution. The same line we have to repeat. A quadratic polynomial formed for the given sum and product of the zeros is given by f of x equal to x square plus minus of sum of zeros plus into x plus product of roots. Here we have to go with, first we have to find the sum of the zeros, that is 1 by 4 and minus 1 to be added, so that I will get minus 3 by 4, and product of the zeros I have to find 1 by 4 into minus 1 equal to minus 1 by 4, and we will apply the same as usual before. The required polynomial f of x becomes as x square minus sum of the zeros is minus 3 by 4 into x plus product of the zeros is minus 1 by 4. And final simplification will get x square plus 3 by 4 into x minus 1 by 4. This is our required polynomial. And for practice you do some problems. Root 3 is the 1 0, minus root 3 is the another 0, 1 by 2 is 1 0, and 3 by 2 is another 0. So these are the things which you have to discuss in quadratic polynomial physical problems, and these are important one in public examination point of view. And one more, graphs and some more interesting problems we'll see in next video. Good luck, stay safe.